without further ado, Mr. David Blatt. Congratulations.
Thank you to all. It's a great honor and a joy to accept the position of head coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers. The city of Cleveland and the Cavs franchise are firmly entrenched and intertwined in the fabric of this community. As a new thread in that fiber holding together the past and the future of this great organization, I know it is my job to create and generate enthusiasm, energy, and a winning attitude in the team and for the Cavs fans here and everywhere. Basketball is a great game. It's a team game, a game played by individuals trying to become more as a unit than they could be as a collection of ones. We will be committed to playing as a team, to being good on both sides of the ball. I am not an offensive or a defensive coach. I'm a basketball coach, someone who through teaching and working with people and getting the best out of my players and staff has always seen the success of the team as paramount and the success of the individuals coming from that group success. Like many teams, we have many areas for improvement that we must address. We have a new system to incorporate, and our team tactic and learning curve in terms of implementing a new style will take time, effort, and commitment. And we will collectively as a staff and organization make every effort together with our fine players to make this a successful and attractive team. Make no mistake, I have won everywhere I've been, from Maccabi, through Benetton, through the Russian national team, and back through Maccabi. And I plan on doing the same here and hope to have all of your help.
David, Kenny Rhoda, Sports Time Ohio, welcome.
Thank you.
You mentioned you're not an offensive coach, you're not a defensive coach, you're a basketball coach, but every coach has a philosophy that he believes in. What is your philosophy that you want to bring here to the Cavaliers?
One of my old players, Drew Kennedy, is sitting here. He was an MVP for me many years ago. And he'll tell you the same thing I'm going to tell you right now. It's always been the same. Play hard, play together, play to win, and have fun. There's not a lot more that I can tell you tactically right now until I sit down with the players and get inside their heads till I see exactly what the final roster is going to be. You know, there's two kinds of coaching. There's systematic, and then there's learning from what you have. I'm more of the second. I won't come in and run the Princeton offense just because I played for the great Pete Carril at Princeton. I'm going to see what I have. I'm going to decide together with the coaching staff what the best way for us to play is. And most importantly, figure out how we're going to win the most games.
What do you think you can bring from the European League maybe that will help this Cavalier team out and maybe might surprise some other NBA players from over there?
Well, I hope I bring the philosophy of Maccabi Tel Aviv, which is never lose a game. Not one, or there's going to be a countrywide investigation. You know, I hope the management didn't hear me say that. I really did. You know, there are a lot of things about the European game that are transferable, easily transferable. But you know, more than anything else, and I grew up with this philosophy. My high school coach, and honestly the best coach I ever had, Phil Smokey Moresi, taught me from day one that the ball has energy, that teams are playing together and the ball is moving, particularly moving fast. Everybody's involved and everybody's happy, and the game is easier to play. And that's the kind of philosophy I want to instill here.
Bill Livingston, Cleveland Plain Dealer.
Hi, Bill.
This is a young team. Do they have less to unlearn? Do they have less bad habits to overcome? They really haven't experienced sustained success.
You know, it is a young team, and that means that for me that the slate is relatively clean. That there's a lot of teaching to be done. On the other hand, there are fewer bad habits to break. I know that Griff is working very hard in every way possible to put the best team on the floor. You know, that may or may not include changes, but the guys that I see now are talented and are not that far off from being where we want them to be, which is a winning team that's thinking about going the furthest, not settling for a better season or a little bit of progress. And I think it's easier and even funner to work with guys like that know they have a lot to learn and are willing to learn. And it's my job to do it in the right way.